up, gang? Ian Anderson, Mo Barani, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are back out at beautiful Smuggler's Notch in Vermont for some more 2019 Pro Worlds brought to you by Pro Masters Worlds, that is, brought to you by the PDGA. We have a fantastic league card consisting of Steve Rico, Johnny McCray, Dave Feldberg, and Barry Schultz. We've got a bunch of world titles in that crew, Mo.
Yeah, so many. And most of them are from Barry Schultz. But yeah, just these guys are all just legends, man.
Yep, I think Dave has one Open World title and one Masters World title to his belt.
Yeah.
So, there's some declarated crew here. Looks like Dave has a 3-stroke lead going into the back 9. It is over Steve Rico. Barry and Johnny are lurking. What's the plan on hole 10, Mo?
This is a lot like hole 6, I feel like. It's just either a sidearm or a turnover. Another one that you really feel like you got to get. One of the things about this hole, though, that you can't see on the video is that behind those OB stakes, it is just a straight cliff. So
is it really?
Yeah. So if you throw OB, you're like not getting your disc back.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dave with a slight turnover. Might be a little low. We'll see.
No, look.
A little bit.
Yeah,
not
a little
bad,
bit.
though.
Yeah, definitely a jumper.
Mm-hmm. That is kind of the miss, though. You miss right, you're going OB.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
this thing from Johnny.
I love this play out of Johnny, man.
Was that a putter? I bet
yeah,
it was.
It's 100% a putter. He used to, when he was sponsored by Gateway, I used to love watching him throw those like big wizard shots, like where he just puts it up and lets the wizard glide the whole way.
I think he throws mercies for those now. I could be wrong, though.
Mercies or shields, like one of those two.
Mercies or shields?
Yeah.
Wow. Barry with a great rip right there. Give him a chance to score. And Steve Rico, again, our sidearm. Oh, he doesn't like it, though.
Hold on.
Oh, hit something.
That might be a lost disc. Corey threw 2 in there. We spent like so long looking for him.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Feldberg for 2. The Feldberg step does not work on that one. Barry, also looking for a birdie.
He's got uphill putt too, so he can be pretty aggressive. Oh, great putt, Barry.
There's Barry Schultz.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
What a great hit. Man, that is no joke uphill, is it?
Yeah, not at all. That's kind of the side you want to miss on, though, if you're going to miss, because then you get to, like, putt it pretty aggressively.
Very true. Oh, what?
That is so mean, dude.
Oh, come on. Stop.
Dude, it's not enough for it to, like, be brutal and spit out, but it also has to roll. That's just, like, disrespectful.
Insult to injury, man.
That's Steve Rico basket. Like, do you know who Steve Rico is?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to Steve Rico.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, basket. So that was unfortunately for par. This will be for a bogey after the OB drive and the chain out and the roll away.
Yeah.
Mental game on that guy, though, makes that one.
Dude, he's so, like, just blank. You can't read him at all. Because usually I'm doing reaction cam. Like, we did reaction cam for Debo, and I swear to God, I couldn't tell anything whether Steve Rico had like, a perfect shot or if he had just shanked it in the first tree. He's just expressionless. It's awesome.
Yeah. He's amazing at poker.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
0 tells. There is Feldberg. Guess there was some gallery issues on that one again, or?
Yeah, probably just people moving behind, probably trying to go to the next hole, which is in that direction. So that makes sense. I'm so bad at poker.
Barry putting that thing way up there, man.
Yeah, with the uphill, he gets to kind of miss high. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Nicely done. Some good birdies there from Johnny and Barry, making this card a little more tightly packed. Dave's lead is 3, but it's over Barry now, as Steve drops off with the bogey, hole 11. I really like this one, Mo.
I was just about to say, this is such a pretty hole, and it's so well designed too. Like, your drive, you get to go as far as you want, and the closer you are, the easier it is to access this really, really tight keyhole green. But it doesn't really punish you for being like further away. You just have like a more aggressive second shot. There is OB right behind the basket though, so it does help to be closer, so you can throw like a softer putter shot or whatever.
Absolutely. Johnny McCray, this is looking pretty choice.
Just uncorked, man.
Wow.
Yeah. That's really good.
Past the spotter. You know you throw far when you're throwing past that guy.
Yeah.
I think this is the same spotter as the last hole. That guy's doing work.
Yeah, this is the last card of the day, so he just gets to follow him around.
Oh, nice. There's Barry. That's an okay drive, we'll call it. He's going to have a very tough second shot.
Yeah, it's going to have to be, like, very soft.
Feldy?
Dude, I love watching Feldy throw these, like, line drive lasers, man.
Yeah. He's Masters Calvin Heimberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Gets it up there. Again, not the easiest of second shots coming his way, but we'll see what he's got. Let's see how close Steve Rico can put it to the mouth.
That's a great line. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, this hole is made by your second shot. It really is the point of the story.
Yeah, good. That's a nice drive you had there, but do something on your second shot. And good luck with it. So that's the good miss. You're not OB, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's got a very scary downhill look from there.
But I'm sure he'll be laying it up. Barry.
Oh, so pretty, dude. Come on.
Wow.
That's so hard. Like, come here and try to do that shot. People listening to this video like that. That is so hard.
The shape on that is just so touchy. Feldberg? Okay.
Yeah, kind of got away with turning it a little bit much, but there are those trees that kind of act as like a bumper almost.
Look at this distance that Johnny got, man.
Man, what a luxury.
Right?
Just gets
he
the
could
kind of
he throw a hyzer in as opposed to an Annie.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a little like flick of the wrist in there. So nice.
Degree of difficulty is way down from where everyone else was. Oh, I thought he was going to lay that up. I guess not.
Dude, Steve Rico doesn't lay up. Come on, Ian.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Feldberg, he's not laying this one up. Dave. His putt cracks me up because he crouches to putt, but then he stands up.
And then he leans way back. It's like the whole way field of motion.
Like there was no point to the crouch. You just threw it back up and then putted. Oh, Johnny. You don't miss those, man.
Yeah, he's not stoked.
Oh. Ouch. Barry for a stroke on the card.
Just couldn't have played that hole like prettier. You know what I mean? Like his drive wasn't like perfect, but his second shot like absolutely was.
Yeah, his drive's where he probably planned to be, and then he made a great second shot.
Mm-hmm.
Steve will be coming back up the hill for the par. No worries there. And we got a couple of drop-ins for Dave's par as well. And Johnny.
Yeah, absolutely. This green is way trickier than they made it look. There's OB kind of all around the basket, so you can see Johnny like pacing out that putt he just missed.
Oh, Johnny, don't punish yourself like that, man.
But yeah, that OB just behind the basket is so scary because like if you hit the gap perfect and you think you did it awesome, and then you get down there, your disc is probably OB if you pured it like too well. You know what I mean? Like you have to almost turn it into one of the sides or the other.
Mm-hmm. I can totally see that happening. There's Barry with a stroke on the card. Takes Dave's lead down to 2. Man, this is a good battle going down between those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve's been in the mix as well. Hole 12. What's the plan?
Hole 12, I feel like this hole gives me nightmares, man. You got to play to the left side of that first fairway so you can have a more open second shot. I think the drive is so important on this one because if you are off to the right or you short your drive, you're left with a very difficult decision of do I lay up or do I kind of try and attack that second shot? The drive is so important here.
And that perfect landing zone is surrounded by OB.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is just like a really well-designed hole. You need 2 perfect shots to get the 3.
Yeah. Barry putting it out there, not pushing it too hard, but looks like he got far enough left. He'll have an alley at it.
Yeah.
Mr. McCray going a little farther left than Barry, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's why these bushes kind of act as a bunker on that left side. So the closer you are to the perfect landing zone, the closer you are to being in that bunker as well.
Wow, man, what great hole design!
Yeah, dude, shouts to Steve Brinster and Jeff Spring for just designing a gem out here.
Could not agree more. Feldberg looks to be in a pretty nice spot.
Yeah, I think that's pretty perfect. Just he's on top of like a little mound too, so he gets that little extra elevation.
Let's see where Steve puts it.
Come on, keep.
Looks like he's throwing a fairway here.
Yeah, I think that might be headed. Yeah, I was worried about those bushes.
So he's inbounds, but in a terrible spot.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's going to be a tough decision whether or not he lays it up like 20 feet or if he goes for it.
Man, Barry flexing the heck out of that boss. Get it up there.
Dude, he loves that disc, man. He's been throwing it all over the place. He's been doing it perfect.
Yeah, he was throwing. I remember he was throwing it all over last year as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Dave's getting some flip.
Stay straight. Oh, just a little short.
Okay. Yeah, kind of hanging out with Barry distance-wise. They're both about 50 short, it looks like.
Dude, you'll take having like a jump putt for your 3 on this one though.
Oh yeah. Means you kept it in bounds twice, which is not easy to do. Surprised Johnny got that much on it with that lie he had.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's see if Steve's going to try and go across or not.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's like literally the worst possible thing that could have happened.
Yep, you're not wrong there, man. Ouch. Throwing 4 now. Needs to get up and down even to save 5.
And it's so far from back there. Like, it must be at least 400 to get it from the edge of the OB to the pin.
Mm-hmm. And he does come up a little bit short. He's got a chance to save 5, but that's not the score he was looking for on this hole.
Yeah, not at all.
See if Barry can float into 3.
Man, every time.
What are these going to go in, Mo? One of them, man.
Time.
So good. Come on, Dave. Step it in. Doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, just a little right and a little long.
Yep. One of these guys is going to make it. It's got to be Johnny.
Get it? Yeah.
Yes. What a good hit right there.
That's such a great birdie, man.
That was a monster, man.
Yeah, that's a stroke on the field at least. Like that's a huge birdie.
And Steve, this is an important putt here. Oh no, this hole's getting away from him, Mo.
Yeah, this one can really do that because it forces you to make that decision. And when you're kind of like in between, like Steve was, and you don't make the right decision, it just gets out of hand so quick. Like he was thrown for 4 from not even the fairway that he needed to finish on.
Yep, not wrong there. Dave makes his comebacker nicely. I will be losing a stroke to Johnny. You got one on the card there.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing about this course that I think is like so interesting is that it has like the claustrophobia feeling of being in the woods, you know, like where you feel like you have to be very precise, but it's wide open. So
it is, yeah.
It just, you get like the best of both worlds. It's just so cool.
That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, man. Dude, Johnny, he's been making jump putts for forever.
Longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
There's that birdie and the stroke on the card. The unfortunate 6 from Steve. That one really hurts. Dave holds on to the lead. We're going into hole 13.
Yeah, really cool. You're back over on the other side of the property. You're basically throwing over these rolling hills, and you don't get to see the pin. So you kind of want to throw something that just barely crests and then hyzers into these trees and just kind of hope that it finds the gap.
Sounds like a plan. Johnny has the box after that solo bird. Maybe going in a little early.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Roll down the basket or not.
Yeah.
Barry?
The wind just pushed it.
Yeah, it looks like similar results to Johnny. See how hard he trickles. Looks like not much.
Yeah.
See if Dave can push it a little farther down the fairway before he fades in. Looks like he is.
This wind's just like wrecking havoc a little bit, but yeah, Feldy measured it. He's a little bit closer than the other guys.
Yep, gonna have an encumbered putt, but it's there. And Steve looks to be going in a little early as well.
Oh.
Common mistake on this one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, he got the... Oh, stop. You were doing so well before, Disc. What are you doing?
What? Go home, your drunk Disc.
Yeah.
Oh, do it, Johnny.
I don't... But why did he turbo putt there, Ian? Like, why not? Like, that didn't make sense. Like, there's no reason.
I don't know what the flow chart looks like in his head, but it ended up on turbo putt this putt.
Yeah.
And so he did.
Dang. That one looked like it went right through the basket.
It did, didn't it? Dave stretching one out. Stroke on the card. Oh, just could not get enough on it from that weird lie.
Yeah, it's always so tough to get like enough on a putt when you're in that weird stance.
I feel like Macbeth had that putt last Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Also missed it. There is Johnny making his comebacker after the turbo miss. One of these days he's going to hit a huge turbo on Central Coast, man. One of these days. Hasn't happened yet.
Really? It's
No.
never happened?
No, man.
Oh, geez.
I feel like his longest turbo putt on Central Coast is like 6 feet or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We got to just tell him at a certain point, yo, Johnny, just like, I know that you can usually jump putt these, but just turbo this one, just for us.
Turbo all the putts.
Yeah.
There's Barry ripping out that beautiful drive of his. Everybody taking a 3 on that one. No shame in a 3, though. It's a pretty tough get. Looks like Dave's holds on to just his 2-stroke lead over Barry. It's going to lead us into hole 14.
Yeah, this one is pretty tricky. You're thrown over. To really attack the pin, you have to throw over OB the whole way. It looks like there's nothing by the green, but there's actually a pretty wide open alley to the right side. So that's where you kind of want to land, is like 15 feet right of the pin. It's a wide open putt. Definitely one of the holes that you can attack out here.
Yeah. Johnny is playing the slight flex line, but didn't put enough turn on that one, but might give him a putt.
It just wasn't high enough. Like, you need to put some height on it to get up the hill.
Barry trusting that thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, take a good look, Spot. See, here's the thing though.
You're right.
It's stake to stake. It's not the grass line.
That's right. It's similar to like the Portland Open.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. Had a lot of that going on. Like, it's in the short grass, but it's actually OB.
Yeah.
That one got sawed off a little bit. Looks like this one's going to be sawed off as well unless it flips, but it's not.
I wonder if that same wind that was kind of going up the tunnel on 13 is kind of also pushing them into the trees on this hole as well. It's the same wind. Kind
of right to left tail.
Yeah.
And it looks like that was just a layup. Johnny, he's just laying up as well. Nothing doing from over here.
Yeah, if you're not on this right side, you're gonna have to navigate like a maze of trees.
And Barry almost throws it in again, as a Barry will do. And Steve wants this one. He's been struggling lately. Needs to get it going again. Wow, that looks so good, Mo.
Right, it just dropped out of the sky.
Yeah, man. I feel like Steve hasn't been the same since he took that 6, man. Or that was it,
Dude.
I guess it was a 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On that par 3.
Oh yeah, where he just like threw OB like not even 100 feet in front of him for sure.
Yeah.
He's had a couple like tough OB throws from like that throws that didn't go that long but still went OB. Like
yeah. Very true. Yeah, that's 6 as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like everybody else cleaning up. That is an anger par for Mr. Rico.
He doesn't often throw a ton of emotion, so he must be really upset right now.
Yeah, he really wanted that birdie. Gave it just a great bid. Just need a little more height on it. All pars around. Dave still 2 strokes clear of the field. Steve and Johnny are kind of slipping off the pace a little bit here.
Love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
We are back to the action. Again, huge thanks to the PDGA for making our coverage of this Worlds possible. And hole 15, so this is one of the newer holes out here, right, Mo?
Yeah, this is one of the ones that just got put in, I think right before Worlds.
Yeah.
It's a Brewster hole, like Corey was saying last time. It's a Brewster hole, but it's at Fox. You got to throw either a really tricky turnover shot or a nice little sidearm.
This is looking pretty from Johnny if it keeps coasting.
Man, that's so pretty.
Oh, man. A little more height, and that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of an unfortunate cut roll at the end there. Barry's putting this rock on an interesting line.
Yeah, this is one when you step up to, you're like, man, I can't wait to watch Barry throw a rock on this hole. But, I just put that on the wrong line. There
was some disgust on that face after that throw.
Yeah.
Feldberg also too low, it looks like, and too right. Wow, that was exciting.
No double tree.
Yeah. Discount double kick. And Steve Rico opted for the forehand. It is sawed off. Did that get a beautiful kick?
I think he's on the left side, just kind of looking at it.
Okay. Barry coasting one up there.
Man, that's so cool.
That was really nice. Was that his Nova? Was he throwing that thing out there?
I think that was an AVR.
Oh, okay. I missed the rim.
Like a beat up AVR.
Gotcha. There is Steve putting it pretty close. That should par. Dave with a long look for the 2. Half go at most.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yep. And Johnny, after a beautiful drive, looks to get a stroke on the card here with a nice putt. They're just looking weird from Johnny right now, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like totally connected,
Yeah, like the timing's slightly off or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. He's usually banging those pretty regularly. Does make the comebacker though nicely. Glad to see that.
Yeah, for sure. This hole is it's really, really tricky. Like, especially if you're throwing a backhand line, you got to just get every part of it right. Like, you got to get the height right. You got to get the turn right. I feel like with the sidearm, at least you can like kind of mess up. Like, so as long as it's straight enough and it just, because it's always going to finish that way anyways. But yeah, these guys throwing backhands, except for, Stevie, it's just such a tough get.
Yeah, you can't even just put it on Annie straight out the gate. You got to hyzer flip it. Because
Exactly.
it needs to go straight before it turns.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
so really, really touchy angle. There's Steve's forehand coming out a little bit early, but had the right action on it otherwise.
Yeah, I think that one was perfect if you just threw it like flat and on the right line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really close.
That was. There is pars all around again. At least they're scrambling to say par at least.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, a little bit of a missed opportunity there for a 2. Hole 16 is a doozy.
Good. Dude, I'm just getting like nightmares looking at this hole. This one's so hard. So you got to get your drive somewhere to this landing zone. It's just like a 350 to 400 foot tunnel the whole way. And then you got to attack this pin, which is surrounded by OB, island fairways again. So there is like a little OB kind of ditch right between the fairways. So you have to make it's another place where you have to make a decision. I love this hole though. I think it is really perfect for like this caliber of player.
Mm-hmm. It's so easy to struggle like 4 strokes just to get out of this wooded area too.
Exactly.
You get off that fairway, you're in trouble. That's a great drive from Johnny, getting him up there all the way clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you just don't hit anything on your drive just like this, like you're happy. I don't care like where it is in the fairway. If you don't hit anything, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, where you're in a spot where you can throw a second shot more than 10 feet, you're stoked.
Uh-huh.
Dave? Coming after you, Mo.
Yeah.
Good jukes. That's not a bad spot, is it?
No, that he also set himself by being up on the left side to be able to throw a hyzer on the second shot, which is like super clutch.
Interesting. Looks to be a little sawed off from Steve.
That'll happen a lot. If you hit the rock wall, it'll kind of kick you back to the other side.
Interesting. Barry's second shot. Got to flex it out of this gap. Oh, no. Did I hit something or just not turn enough?
I don't think he turned it enough, but here's the funny thing is I don't think that's OB. It's not OB. There's no OB marker. The left side of the left side of that fairway is all safe.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Which Brian Geist was like really complaining about. He was just like righties favoritism again. Classic righty design.
He's not wrong. Disc golf is righty prejudiced.
Yeah.
Not a bad second shot there. We're looking at Dave's second after a beast of a drive.
Yeah, this is such a good opportunity to really stretch out that lead.
This is that blue disc of his. Let's see what that one was. Was that the Falk? Yeah, that was the Falk again.
Have you watched his new like series, like An Honest Take or whatever?
No,
I gotta check that out. It's like where he gives like reviews on discs, and he's not sponsored, so he doesn't have to like say anything really. So
interesting.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah. That was Steve's fourth, I believe. Yeah. Or sorry, third.
And here's Barry and like the worst lie ever. Like, you don't need OB when the lies look like that.
Oh no.
But then
he threw OB anyway.
Yeah, it's tough.
Ouch. Johnny gets up there for a putt. That'll work. Hopefully save his par. Barry throwing 5 right here?
Yeah. Yeah, the strokes add up so quick if you mess up at any point in this hole.
Man, and Dave's just going to take an easy par. See if Barry can make this one stop the bleeding. Yes, he can. But it is unfortunately a 6. Ouch.
Yeah, dude. That's tough. You can see it on his face. He's not stoked at all.
Yeah. Understandably so. That man wants to win. He is competitive. Johnny.
That's
man.
A couple in a row now.
Yeah.
All these guys just kind of been struggling on the green the whole time.
Yeah. These are long weeks out here, and like you said, it was pretty hot and muggy.
Yeah.
Definitely gets your energy down after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the first round, we weren't here yet, but we heard it was just like torrential thunder, like just like the worst rain they've ever played in.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The worst conditions I've ever played in by multiple people.
Yeah, so like I can't imagine how exhausted these dudes are at this point. Like playing in the rain and the heat, like all that stuff is exhausting.
It's messing with your sinuses, man. Can't even imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this course is all out in the open, so you're really feeling the brunt of all the heat, you know.
But you are. There's Dave spinning that one up the fairway. took a 4, which is a good score on that hole when everyone else takes a bogey or worse. Wow.
Yeah, just getting strokes on folks with a par, like you don't mind that at one bit. And now he's got that 4-stroke lead, man.
Yeah, he does. And really separating from Rico and Johnny as well. Hole 17. Just that kind of just soft hyzer that hopefully sits before OB, right?
Yeah, it's a weird shot because you almost feel like you have to like mess it up. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like when you're throwing it, because you have to saw it off a little bit, it feels like you threw a bad shot, but it actually just ends up in the right spot.
Yeah, it kind of just trickles down.
Mm-hmm. So you have to like unlisten to your instincts. You have to just like throw a sawed-off shot.
Yeah, anything that lands close to the basket usually trickles OB, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Dave with a really smart shot right there. Leaves it short and safe. Johnny looks to be a little more aggressive, a little higher.
Yeah, he has the luxury of putting it a little higher as one of these, bigger throwers, and yeah, gets to spike it right there.
Yeah, great shot. Steve is up next.
That might be a little straight. That's fine.
Oh my.
That's the number one mistake on this hole, is that you just throw it too straight and it flips up and like this. And it rides out of bounds. Hopefully this one can get left enough. Oh, jeez.
He knew it out of his hand, didn't he?
Yeah. When you've been throwing Frisbees as long as Barry, I bet you know right away when you messed up.
Yeah, you do. Oh, that was almost a perfect layup.
Yeah.
For his bogey. Here is Steve looking at a 2. It's a long one, though, and he's just smartly laying it for a par.
For sure. Yeah, this hill is much more pronounced than, even Feldy's laying up for that distance.
Wow. I guess with a 4-stroke lead.
Yeah, he's being smart. And
He
there's
is.
that putt from Johnny, man.
There, he's back. So there's 27 holes left after this round, correct?
Yeah, so they got another round, and then they have a final 9. Which I like at our World Championships. I think that's cool. Just all the other competitors get to come watch.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like it for literally any other tournament directors out there.
I'm with you.
So don't I know that your regional A tier is cool, but like it doesn't need a final 9. Sorry if that's mean, but I'm saying this as a guy who ran a regional A tier with a final 9, and I regret that decision so much. Like just don't have a final 9 in your tournament if it's not a World Championship.
You're not wrong, Mo. Not wrong, man. There's Johnny ripping it out. That soft hyzer his.
Yeah, so cool. I think that hole, when you're walking up to the pin, it just has like the coolest view ever too. You don't get to really see it on video, so you have to come out to Vermont and see it, but it's like the mountains are all framed behind the basket. It's so cool.
Nice,
kind of like this.
There we go. Yeah, right. Looks like Johnny did tie Steve for 3rd right now. They're just a couple back of Barry. Dave's got a pretty good lead, and we're on hole 18.
Yeah, just such a cool hole, man. This tee shot is really intimidating because you're way up high, and you got to throw something that basically hangs out over OB the whole way, so you can land in a fairway, throw a turnover to this pretty tricky green.
Yeah, 3 is a very good score on this one, and you can see him pile up very quickly if the tee shots don't go well. Uh-oh.
Speaking of...
Tee shot's not going well.
Yeah.
Oh,
although,
man.
Maybe it's long enough.
Is it going to do it?
No.
No.
Damn.
No. Dave, see how safe he plays this one. Because you honestly don't even mind going OB left, because you don't get robbed of the distance that you do if you go OB right.
Exactly. So, yeah, for sure. Like I saw a couple guys throw OB right, and then you're just like re-teeing essentially. And
yeah, it's stroke and distance as opposed to just stroke, right?
It's so brutal. If you throw it far enough, though, you can actually outdrive the OB. So if you're going to be aggressive, that's the way to do it, I think. Is just try and land it like to the right of that tree, actually.
A beautiful drive from Steve Rico. Perfectly placed in the fairway. This looks good from Barry as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. So Johnny, like you said, it's going to be re-teeing, throwing 3 right now. And now the pressure's mounting,
Yeah, exactly. And I think Johnny is going for that, like, landing. Oh, my God, this is so far.
What?
Yes. That's amazing. Like, so now you can see his.
That's his disc right there, right?
Yeah, look how much further it is than Stevie's.
That's at least 150 feet, if not 200.
And dude, Stevie throws far too.
Yeah, man. Ooh, that second shot though from Stevie. Wow.
Yeah, what a shot, man.
Parked. Dave, he's throwing 3 after the OB drive. Looks like he's gonna be looking for a 5 here.
Yeah, he must really know. He must be really paying attention to the scores, because he wouldn't be playing the way he's playing, I don't think, if he didn't know that he had this kind of lead.
Totally agree. Barry, after a great drive. Oh, Barry.
Yeah, that'll happen. There's definitely a bit of a drop off behind the pin, so you have to be pretty soft with the approach.
Here is an approach from Johnny. He's throwing 4 right there. You know, after an OB drive, you'll take a 5, man. That's a good score.
100%, yeah.
Can't do much better. Dave just lays up for his 5. Barry. Let's see if he can make this one. Oh.
Man, I just feel like this was the round, like, I don't want to say the round from hell, but it was not like, it just like nothing ever went Barry's way. You know what I mean? Like all the things that you expect Barry to hit, it just never worked out.
Yeah, even after a great drive on this one, he's going to end up with a bogey. Just that trickled OB on that second shot there. Steve, that was a fantastic 3. You see how close he was, man? Second shot?
That's awesome. Yeah, if you're further right, you get to attack that kind of second inside shot, and it's a tighter line, but if you hit it, you're absolutely rewarded.
That's got some out on that rip, didn't it?
I think he just threw it so hard that like maybe it just had like so much torque on it.
It looked like it, man. It does get 2 strokes on the card right there, though. Wow,
awesome.
He's now tied for second. But they are both 5 back of Dave, who put down the only under par round on it. Wow. Well, we're going to stick with the same 4 going into the last round. The final 9 will be after that. Thanks for watching this one, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.